Alright, update on KNC. So we're getting continuation since my last video yesterday. Let's see what's going on. Well, we've come right back up to my first price target. I've been talking about this since we were coiling up in this ascending triangle right now, that the $5 region is going to be a strong area of resistance in the short term. I do think we are going to get over it. However, you can see we're currently having a throwdown with it right now. If we come over to the 4-hour, you can see, I mean, you can pretty much argue that we're retesting this right now. If we get a clearer view on the 1-hour, we're looking pretty good. We seem to be making bull flags and then having continuation. You can see here we've got a baby bull flag that lasted 4 hours and then continuation. We've got another pole here. Let's see what this is. This looks more like a pennant to me. Yeah, I think this is a pennant. So yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, depending on how you draw it, you could draw it to the wicks up here, and then this would last quite a while. However, it does look good even if we do break down from this bullish pennant. I mean, we're looking at this on the 1-hour, so it's kind of degenerative anyway. But I'm just showing you that we are seeing continuation. Lower time frames, not much in the past 4 hours or so since we've had this retest, but we did see a huge influx of volume coming up to our $5 price target. In my opinion, we're setting up very, very nicely. You can also see, if you zoom out to a more macro time frame and discount the mini bull flags, you can kind of see these mini bull flags are really just us stepping up in this W pattern. You can see we've got this nice W pattern. I'll draw it for you. You've got this, and we've just broken out, and it looks like we could be having a throwback to the neckline. So a lot of stuff going on in the lower time frames, but they are all bullish. The price target of this, not very impressive, only up to $5.50. Doesn't look like there's any other confidence, or sorry, not confidence, there's any other confluence at that price target. I do not see anything else. So by itself, I think a pump above $5, this will carry us up to 550, which should in turn allow us to see enough continuation to at least come up to our next price target at the 2.618 Fibonacci. So I have my eyes on $5.95. I will be moving my stop loss up if we do have an increase. Now, I've been talking about this since we were down here for KNC. I only recently mentioned my stop loss a couple of videos ago, but I have just made an altcoin emergency update video that will be up very soon. You can kind of see the crypto market is shaping up for a retest right now, and it's the same in the altcoin market. We've got a very important retest coming, and it is also, you know, I'm seeing a few red flags. Like I said, I went through it in depth in my previous video, but you know, things like Coinbase stock, the stock market are all plummeting right now while the DXY is pumping. So we could be setting up for an ugly move to the downside for Bitcoin. I personally have my eyes on 39,000. As long as we don't have a daily close below 39,000, I remain bullish. However, in reaction to this retest, I am preparing some stop losses on my trades to make sure that I do walk away with a healthy profit, especially as we've gone up so much so fast on KNC. I want to make sure that I'm at least pulling some of my profits on this trade. So my stop loss is down here at $4.27. However, if we do break up to my next target of the 2.618 Fibonacci, which I'm personally not taking profits on, I'll jump into my first and probably only take profit region on this trade. I've got pretty strong confidence in it, but you can see we've got a micro 2.618 up here predicting a move basically to $6, $5.95. That is another 17% increase from where we are right now. Once we come up to $6, I will probably move my stop loss up just a tiny bit to this previous zone, because I imagine if we come all the way up, hit the 2.618, we'll probably be coming down to the 1.618 for a retest before we do have a move. I don't think it'd look good if we did this and then came all the way down. I am also expecting higher price targets if I do zoom out on the daily. You know, I talked about this micro fib that we've got here, but I'm really running most of my trades on this macro fib. You can see from the previous all-time high to the low, we have a Fibonacci extension target, the 1.618, all the way up here at approximately $6.40. That is personally where I look at taking profit on this KNC trade. If we look at the daily squeeze one, we are heading up very, very nicely. We are seeing a huge burst of momentum and a very nice influx in volume. basically coming in the past couple of weeks, but you can also argue in the past couple of months, really, since January, we're gradually seeing these volume candles become more and more prominent. So I'm really liking what we're seeing right now. We haven't come back into the EMA ribbons for a while, so I mean, it is possible we could come down, visit the EMAs, stop me out of my trade, and then continue to move to the upside. But in my opinion, I think the momentum is in the favor of the bulls right now. I think we're either going up to hit this price target, or we're going to top out and come down and start a micro downtrend. In the lower time frames, like I said, we are trying to hop over this 1.618 right now. As of the time of recording this, we are very slowly trying to push ourselves back up into it. We recently had a 4-hour test of the EMA ribbons. Like I said, we've just broken out of this W pattern. So even if we come down to $4.97, which is literally only a few cents away from where we are right now, then we could just be retesting this W breakout before having a further move to the upside. I really like what's shaping out on KNC right now. I like how we've broken out of this ascending triangle. I think everything about this chart is very bullish right now. However, like I said, we are currently experiencing a very important retest for Bitcoin, and also the stock market is plummeting while we're doing this retest. So it's not looking too good, but I'm not going to panic until we put in daily closes below 39,000. If we put daily closes below 39,000, then in my opinion, you can kiss these bullish KNC price targets goodbye, because if Bitcoin starts to take a plummet and falls below this floor, potentially coming back to the lows, then KNC, in my opinion, is not going to be a market outlier. Even though it's being a little bit of an outlier right now, we are heavily overextended, and if we do look at the weekly time frame, I would like to point out we are, the most extended we've ever been in the macro time frame. So while I'm bullish on KNC right now, the trend is your friend until the end. I still think we have more momentum to push up to the upside. It is something to take note of that the money flow indicator is at 93. And the RSI is at 81. We are going to top out at some point soon. That is my opinion. If I had to put a level on it, I would probably say we're going to top out in the next month. That is just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. KNC could just rally for months and months and become the most overextended thing in the world. But I'm a conservative trader. When I see RSI and money flow levels extremely overbought like this right now, I mean, this just shows me there's an influx of retail traders right now. I don't think institutions and smart money is buying KNC, and when I say smart money, that doesn't mean that I'm saying people who are buying it are dumb, because I'm holding a bag of KNC in this short-term trade myself. However, I'm just trading this trend right now. I do think we are going to have a very harsh top in the next couple of months, probably in the next month or so. That is just my opinion. Let me know what you think of it below. I think we have a very good shot of coming up to $6.40 before we even think about topping out. I don't think we're going to top out in the next couple of days. That's not what I'm saying. I think we're very bullish right now. However, we are extremely overextended in the macro time frame. I would be looking for us to come up to $6.40. I would be taking profit at that point. And like I said, if we have a huge plummet and Bitcoin fails this retest, I have stop losses on all of my altcoin trades, so I will be exiting in a profit. I have my stop loss strategically just underneath the previous all-time high, but what's interesting about this as well is the all-time high was also the upper resistance on this ascending triangle. So if we do have a throwback, if we have a throwback now, I could imagine we'd be retesting this and then heading back up. If we do break back below it, it could be ugly. That's why I have my stop loss down here. That's all I see for KNC. Lower time frames and higher time frames are very bullish. Bulls are definitely in control of this momentum shift, and I do not plan on jumping out of the train while it is still moving very fast. I think we will have a U-turn at some point and bears will take over control. You can see we are very overextended in every metric. However, the trend is your friend until the end. I still think we're going to go up for higher price targets like $6.40 before the trend reverses on us. That is all I see for KNC. Let me know what you think below. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. As always, not financial advice. And yeah, cowboy out. Peace.